Welcome back to the Until Next Week podcast, episode 129.
Dane's not here today.
He is not here. Where are you today? Where are you mentally, Dane?
I'm zooming in from the Bahamas.
No. You're zooming in from Trinidad and Tobago, which is our new country.
I wish you would stop cussing at me.
What am I cussing? I said Trinidad and Tobago,
Whoa.
tomato, and Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is here. It is flowing through your veins. I got some Mountain Dew as well, and we're going to have a good episode in for you today.
Hey, Trinidad, you listen here.
Hey.
Bonjour.
Listen here, because Dane had a silent disco and I went to Post Malone. So
he
anyways, listen in this week to episode 129 of the Until Next Week podcast.
Sometimes Samuel hits me. Ow. Yeah, he did that time.
You deserve that.
Unreal.
I don't hit you very often, except I did hit you when we were writing our notes earlier, and then you mentioned it, so I had to do it for the pod.
I don't remember anything
It's
past this moment
because I
right
hit
now.
you so hard you couldn't remember it.
That's true.
Yeah, it was rough.
He said, I'll give you something to cry about.
Yeah. Gosh.
Unreal.
Something else that's unreal is I went to a Post Malone concert, just getting straight into it.
Did you get face tattoos to match?
They did have his tattoo artist there. So they had where you could win a tattoo experience, I believe, with him.
You.
So I did not sign up because I didn't want to get any face tats. And
I'll be honest. I would get a tattoo if I won that experience.
I mean, I think it was up to $2,000 on a tattoo, and then you got to fly to like LA or somewhere.
What the heck?
Yeah. But I think he was there also, and maybe giving like temporary tattoos. I didn't really look at the booth too long.
You totally should have done the face temporary tattoos.
I should have looked.
I would have done it.
I should have figured it out. They had like a tailgate go on before the concert. And they only do this at like 9 shows across the country where they do this giant tailgate before the concert.
Tailgate.
And on the back of my shirt, you can read
Whoa,
the
more
cities
cuss
off.
words.
No, read the cities of where they have the tailgate. Just read them off one by one.
Let's see right here, right now. I have to move this over here.
Yep.
So we have Las Vegas. Mm-hmm. We have Dallas. Mm-hmm. We have Atlanta.
Yep.
Detroit. Mm-hmm. Philadelphia.
Yep.
Boston.
Yep.
Miami.
Yeah.
Ridgedale.
What are the last two?
And Denver and Glendale.
And which one do you think doesn't belong?
All of them. The New York City one. Yeah, all those are major U.S. cities except for Ridgedale.
Everybody's like, what? Like, I looked it up, and I think every single place was like at a major NFL stadium.
Yeah, all those are
except Philadelphia, they were doing it at the Phillies Stadium, which is still
big.
like 50,000 plus. And then tucked in the hills of the Ozarks, Ridgedale, Missouri, home of Johnny Morris, who can get these things to happen. And it was kind of crazy, but
he's got friends in low places.
Oh, see, I mean, he did open the concert a few years ago. Like
Johnny did?
No. The Friends in Low Places. Garth Brooks.
There you go.
He opened up the arena a few years ago and did like 5 shows.
I didn't know that's what opened it.
Yeah. He was the first one.
Gosh, I should have went to Garth Brooks.
It would have been pretty crazy. But anyways, they had this tailgate before the concert. And I got there, it was like a few hours before. I went with my older siblings, Rebecca and Daniel.
Shout out to Rebecca.
Yeah, shout out. But they had, so like on his newest album, Post Malone's, they have that truck, that's on the cover. And in this tailgate, they had that exact truck that had been obviously totaled, and they made it into like a monster truck. So I got to see that, get a picture in front of it. And if you like post that picture, you have a chance to win like a signed NASCAR helmet.
A free face tattoo.
Yeah, maybe a face tattoo as well. They also had this giant like big rig that was like tricked out with like knives and swords and
like your car.
Skeletons. Yeah, pretty much the same thing. Yeah. Because I guess Post Malone has like a comic book that's coming out. So they had the inspiration for the comic book, this giant big rig that's tricked out there where you could get pictures with it. And then they handed out free comic books, which is pretty cool. And then they also had like exclusive merchandise. And usually I'm not a big merchandise guy. As I'm
yes, you are.
Wearing a merch shirt from Post Malone. Guess how much this exclusive tailgate shirt cost?
$53.
Honestly, not far off. I think it was a $46.
Oh, I was pretty close.
But it's 100% cotton.
I don't care.
Do you know what's not $46?
This Mountain Dew I bought that made me infinitely happier.
Or our extra Until Next Week podcast t-shirts, which
also
you can buy for $30 shipped to you. You don't have to go to a Post Malone concert to get these shirts. You can still send us a DM, and we will send you one of these Until Next Week podcast shirts, which I wore to the concert yesterday.
You
won't get the one that I wore personally unless you pay extra. Then we can maybe work it out.
Oh, yeah. You need to, you don't have to leave the comfort of your home. If you live anywhere that's above 11 degrees right now, it's crazy hot.
Yeah.
And so Dane went running today, and it was a sweaty time.
Yeah. But anyways, so I bought this exclusive t-shirt because I had to, but to make up for the shirt costs, because, I can't just go to a concert and spend money. I got to find a way to make money as well.
Yeah, buy it and resell it.
They also had at these specific tailgates, only 9 different tailgates over his entire tour. He has like a sponsorship with like Stanley cups.
Oh.
And I don't get the Stanley hype. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
It's the white woman thing.
Yeah, it very much is. But because he has a deal with Stanley, they have like these exclusive variations for the tailgates only. And I guess for each different city, they have a different color.
Oh.
So it's basically like the size of a red Solo cup, but it's a Stanley cup. And it says Posty Co. on it, which I guess is like his brand.
No, thank you.
Well, you say that. And it was a very nice color, brown, dirt brown specifically. So that's what a Thunder Ridge got. While other cities had like red or blue or neon green, and we got dirt brown.
Shout out to Dirt Brown.
Yeah, shout out.
And John Deere Green.
But again, like I'm looking at the merchandise, and like the shirts are like $40 to $60. Like hoodies are up to like $100. They have this exclusive football that's like $90.
No.
And I'm like, if all of this is so expensive, like the cup has to be crazy, like crazy pricey. It's a Stanley.
$12.
You went the right direction.
Dang it.
It was lower, but it was $31.
Dang.
Which I was expecting $50-$60 probably.
That's how they get you.
I know. Like I was surprised. Like everything else is crazy. Like again, a shirt is 100% cotton, $46, and then they have a Stanley cup, which is like has to cost more to
You're
make.
100% cotton.
That makes no sense.
You don't know that.
Does that mean I shrink when I go in the wash?
Yes.
Or I guess a dryer?
Yes.
One or the other?
Both.
But anyway, so I was like, okay, I probably need to get one of these maybe, because it'll probably have a limit. But then I'm like, let's just check. Let's just check eBay. Just be one of those people, to see like what are these exclusive cups hypothetically sell for?
Hypothetically.
What do you think the hypothetical price is that they have been selling for at other locations?
What's the regular price?
The price you can buy it at only the tailgate is $31.
$31.
How much do you think they resell for on eBay?
$112.
They have sold for up to $200.
There you go.
A piece. It looked like a lot were in the $120 to $150 range.
I was very close.
For the exclusive colors. And I'm like, oh no, we're gonna have a problem here.
Samuel bought 4.
Checked my credit limit. I'm like, okay, I think I can handle this. So at first I was like, I don't even know if they'll let me buy more than one. And I went up and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a t-shirt. Give me the shirt, and then can I do 3 cups? And they're like, yeah, sure. I'm like, okay. And then I went through the line, was done, and then I'm like, I should have bought more. I should have got more. I made a mistake here. So I went back through the line, went to a different person, and I'm like,
Samuel has a problem.
I need 6 more cups. He's like, okay, yeah, we can do that. So ended up with 9 cups, and immediately took pictures on top of my sister's car with the cups and listed them. And by the end of the concert, had already sold one for $130. So I'm going to hopefully cover the cost of all the cups and hopefully the concert tickets as well, because these were a gift to my brother and sister for Christmas, and they weren't cheap tickets.
Let's see here. 9 times 31. So 3 gets you to about 100.
I spent $300. I spent $350 on the t-shirt and 9 cups.
Unreal.
But I already sold. I'm making, give or take, like in theory, if I sell a cup, I'll end up with roughly $100.
Wow.
So if I sell 8 cups, hypothetically, that's roughly $800 because I need to keep one for myself.
What'd you buy for Lauren?
I don't think she wanted. When I sent it to her, she was like, "That's an interesting color."
Wow.
Yeah, the dirt brown wasn't really her vibe.
I can't believe you didn't buy her anything.
I should have got her one of these big blank tour T-shirts. I can't say what the tour is called because
Samuel's wearing a shirt with a cuss word on it.
I made a mistake. The tour is called the Big tour.
Whoa.
And I didn't want to have any merchandise that said that like bold, like right in your face, because I'm a little Christian boy and don't want to show that off. But then I saw this exclusive tour shirt that had a giant truck on it, and it said like his Posties Tailgate Party, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And I'm like, I don't see anything like vulgar on it, so I bought the shirt. And later on, I'm like, nope, the tour name's still on it, just in small lettering. So I am conflicted, but I'm also wearing the shirt as we speak.
He's wearing a shirt with the F word on it.
That's not the word.
The F word. Samuel's wearing the F word on his shirt.
Hey, but it's cool looking at least.
Whoa.
But yeah, so got the merch, got the extra cups to hopefully cover the cost of all the cups, my t-shirt, and the ticket prices, because again, not a cheap ticket. So after this is all said and done, hopefully I come out slightly ahead and don't lose any money. So that's
You're
a plus.
You're going to lose all your monies.
Okay, well, that's what you say. But okay, besides that, then they also gave out, I think I mentioned the free comic book, which is kind of cool. And then got into the concert itself. Thunder Ridge, beautiful venue, but it is hectic to get into because they only have like one road getting into the parking lot. Really crazy.
Only one Dollar General.
Yeah, you're not supposed to park at the Dollar General like you do. But the parking's free now, which is nice. You don't have to pay for parking.
Oh, to park there?
Because before you had to pay for parking anywhere.
Yeah, screw that.
And sometimes you'd have to park like a mile away.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
I'll park anywhere and walk any distance rather than pay.
Yeah. I know. That's what you did last time for who did you see again?
Luke Bryan.
That was it, Luke Bryan.
Yeah, and some friends.
Yeah. But they had like two openers originally. Don't care. One of the guys, have you seen The Office?
Yeah.
Do you remember Jan's like intern that started singing?
No.
That released like that album, and I don't remember.
Ryan?
I gotta look it up.
Ryan started the fire.
Intern singer. Also, I'm looking it up.
Samuel's shirt has like 18 cuss words on it.
No, it doesn't.
All of it says is how much he hates dogs.
That's what it says now?
And how he kicks puppies.
So you're changing it around.
Samuel kicks puppies.
I think his name was Hunter.
Oh.
Yeah, that was his intern. And one of the people who sang yesterday who was an opener was like named like Wyatt Flores or something.
I know Wyatt Flores.
He kind of looks like Hunter. Kind of gave off the same vibes as Jan's intern in The Office who
I
released
listened to
a country
some of his
album.
musica.
Well, he was one of the openers. I didn't really care about him, so I didn't really pay attention.
Whatever.
But then the man, the myth, the legend, coming in at 450 pounds, Jelly Roll came in to be the official main opener. And when he came out on the stage, like everybody stood up, which is crazy because typically, if you're an opener,
like songs by Wyatt Flores.
Hey, there you go. For most, I think openers, people don't care that much.
Whatever.
But Jelly Roll's also basically like a headliner, or he could headline like multiple shows, which he's done. And he's Post Malone's opener, and he comes out there and just, you feel it. It's like in Jurassic Park. You start seeing the water or like the beard is kind of like, have like the little drippies.
Samuel's making fun of how fat he is.
He's such a big guy. But he's also just a really genuine dude. He was just like, I'm so happy to be here. Man, I got to see the Lake of the Ozarks earlier. And we're like, no, Jelly.
No, you didn't.
That's Table Rock Lake. Stop. Don't say it again. Don't say it again. And then later on in the concert, he's like, yep, the Lake of the Ozarks. You're like, no, you did so good. You're doing so good. Stop. Just don't say it.
Unless you did go
And then he just kept on talking about the Lake of the Ozarks. I'm like, no, you're in the Ozarks, but the lake you see, that's not the Lake of the Ozarks. That is Table Rock Lake.
Lake of the Ozarks is about an hour and a half from here.
Yeah. But he did like a lot of his
2 hours from there.
Yeah, it's crazy. He did a lot of his normal songs, which I don't really listen to his music that much. So I don't either. I don't really know his normal songs, but they're pretty good. And then he did that song Hard Fought Hallelujah with Brandon Lake.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because he, again, kind of gets into it's like, I'm going to take y'all to church, and we sing that. And then right after, he gets into a lot of songs about drinking and partying and maybe some drug usage here and there. But again, he's, I think, a newer Christian, so it's a process.
I love country boy Christian theology.
Yeah, it
just
is
like Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, it's interesting for sure. But I think he's a work in progress.
That's
so
what you think.
I'll let him do as he's doing, but hopefully he keeps on learning more and maybe turns from some of these ways he's living in. But overall, still really solid dude. Seemed like a genuine guy. Happy to be there, etc. And then Post Malone came out. And he has more face tats than Dane has missions, which is a lot.
Well, I went to a Post Malone themed party one time.
Ooh, so that was an after party?
No, it was a birthday
because
party.
It was post?
No.
No,
okay. Absolutely not.
Yeah. Do you want to explain this a little bit really quick?
Yeah, I went there and then that was it.
You didn't give me enough time to drink all my Mountain Dew.
I know, that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah. He came out, and again, I've never seen him before, but he's just electric. And no matter what song he's singing, he always has a drink in his hand. I think he has a guy on stage whose only purpose is to fill up a red Solo cup, give it to him, and then he typically walks down the runway when he's singing, and then he takes a couple sips and then hands it off to like a random fan. He wasn't checking IDs. I don't know if they're all 21.
That's true. They might not be.
Yeah, he handed out a lot of alcohol. I'm assuming that's what was in the red Solo cups.
It was water.
Probably was. But yeah, I think most people probably assumed with him releasing a country album, this would mainly be country music.
Absolutely not.
No. A lot of it, probably 65% was like old hits, which is honestly preferred because he has a lot of good older songs.
Like a sunflower.
That was one of his final songs.
See?
I think his final 3 songs he had was I Had Some Help, which was the one with...
terrible song.
It was pretty good. I think it was the number 1 song.
I know, terrible song.
So that was his, I think, 3rd from last song, and then the 2nd from last was Sunflower, which was in the Spider-Man movie.
Decent song.
Very, very solid song. Again, another song that has multiple billions of plays on Spotify.
Oh, yeah.
And then he ended the night with Congratulations, which was from his album like 10 years ago, which is another...
Congratulations.
Yeah.
The song got burnt into the ground, resurrected, burnt into the ground again.
It was pretty awesome watching him perform some of those.
Buried in the ground, burnt it again.
I think he has another song called like Rockstar, which I don't know the words to, but
I've heard that song.
Whenever he started playing that, I didn't even realize they had like these giant fire machines just like randomly in the arena.
Fire.
So these things are shooting flames, I don't know, 50 to 100 feet in the air, and just immediately you just get toasty, no matter where you are.
People become burnt like a chicken nugget.
Yeah, burn off your eyebrows. It's kind of crazy. But overall, very, very solid show. And then with this venue, typically as soon as a concert ends, you want to run out, get to your car, and leave, because otherwise you'll be stuck in traffic forever.
3 days.
Well, I've talked about it before. Like usually I do run out and get out in like 10 minutes.
He sprints.
But there's an issue this time because at the end of his like last song, Post Malone jumped into the crowd and started like signing autographs and stuff. And I'm like, I'll just kind of watch what he's doing. And then he got back on stage and he bowed with his band and they were done. But then he jumped back down.
See ya.
And started signing autographs and taking pictures. I'm like, no, we're not going to get out quick. So
because you have to get an autograph.
I have to do it for the pod.
No.
So I ran down there. And legitimately, right when I got down there, I was probably within 10 to 15 feet of him. And
shoving the women and children out of the way.
That's when he went back on stage. And he had like a little bit of a limp. So I don't know if he got hurt down there.
You hurt him?
Or if he just didn't know where he was or whatever else.
Or both.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I did not meet Post Malone like I met Ben Rector. I mean, they're about the same level of popularity. For sure.
No, absolutely not.
But I thought there was a brief chance where I could have met him, which is crazy because I've never seen an artist that big.
Yeah.
Like legitimately just finish his concert and then just jump down and start taking pictures and signing autographs for people.
Yeah, I would have stopped mid-song and left.
Like that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Like Morgan Wallen, like he would be saying, like they'd be like finishing up saying the end of the stuff and he'll just like walk off the stage.
Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, kind of like he did on SNL.
Man, big ups Morgan Wallen. He can do nothing wrong.
Except throw chairs off the roof.
No, he's dodging all the charges.
And the people are dodging the chairs on the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just like Antonio Brown.
Are we talking about Antonio Brown now?
He's wanted for murder now.
Yeah, not a good time for him.
Yeah.
So
what a downward spiral.
Attempted murder. He did not murder anybody.
True, attempted.
Yes.
One of my favorite accounts on the Instagram Reels is this guy where he's like, point of view, you're like the Raiders front office since 2010.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's a good idea if we give away all of our picks and then we sign a guy named Antonio Brown, even though he doesn't want to be here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Oh, man.
He does that for like all these different teams. And I'm like, this is hilarious.
So basically for the rest of the concert, just a few other things. was, again, when Jelly Roll came out at the beginning of the show, like, again, like you think of him as like Jelly Rolls. But nowadays he's lost some weight, so it's more like a jelly roll. Nice. It's like one of them instead of multiple, so that's a plus.
Singular roll.
So that's good. Also, whenever he said, "I'll take you to church," sings "Hard Fought Hallelujah," etc., he comes out later to sing "Losers" with Post Malone, and during that show he's flipping off the camera. So I'm like, I don't know what church we're at, but we're at some church. I don't know.
Churches.
Yeah, one of those charismatic ones, I guess. And then besides that, I think that's about it for the entire concert. And then, he signed autographs for probably 50 people and took pictures and stuff, and I thought it was really cool. Both the guys seemed very genuine. I would go to a concert again to see them. Probably not Jelly Roll as a headliner, but if he's with Post Malone again and I get a chance, I would probably watch it. So that is the Post Malone breakdown with Jelly Roll. If you have a chance to see one of his final shows, do it.
Don't do it.
But if you buy merchandise and you don't want to wear vulgarities, consider whiteout.
Just mark up the shirt that you buy for $8 million. I'm really into free t-shirts. Everything I'm wearing is free, except for everything else.
I'm wearing all my priciest. Well, no, my shoes were $13.
Oh,
like they were cheap. I got the socks for free.
Yeah,
I got these shorts way back in the day, but the shirt was $46, and then I have my Garmin, which is an undisclosed price. So
I'm also wearing a Garmin for and I got $35.
My Bass Pro hat, which is like $7.
Also undisclosed price.
So, undisclosed $7.
My Garmin, which is an undisclosed price.
Yes.
Take it.
So what about you, Dane? What happened to you this week?
I didn't do anything. I was in a 7-day coma.
Okay, so grinds my gear. Oh, yeah. What? 7 days?
No.
Is this why you don't text me back anymore?
I don't text you back because I'm always doing something like
being in the shower and talking to your dad.
I was showering, and tomorrow's Father's Day, Samuel.
So you have to shower now so you're clean for tomorrow?
I ran 6 miles this morning.
Don't bring them into this. It's a touchy subject.
I ran a lot.
No, we're not talking about I ran.
Nothing.
No.
Also,
we're not a political podcast. Michael Fuller is not here, and I do not push down women. If that's what you're about to say.
Samuel pushed down women and children.
That's what he
kicks
said.
Puppies.
No, I did not do 2 of those things. You'll have to guess which one I did.
He kicks the puppies. And he's pushed Lauren. I've seen it before.
No.
Also, Lauren's a better pickleball player than he is.
You're just saying crazy stuff now.
Every time they play, I've played against them, he hits it straight in the net, and Lauren does her best.
I like how you just say she does her best.
Yeah, because she did do her best.
What are your updates?
I like picking on people whenever
I know. That's why you like pickleball.
Whenever clearly they don't want the
When
ball
are we
going
to play a tournament again so we can win?
Never, because we have young professionals on Thursdays.
Well, in the fall, it won't be Thursdays anymore.
I know, it'll be Tuesdays, and that's the plan.
Yeah.
The plan is Mondays, we're going to have middle school Bible study.
Yep.
Tuesdays, we're going to have young professionals. Wednesdays, we're going to have light co. Thursdays, we're going to be playing...
every other week, playing pickleball.
Yeah, playing
or
tournament pickleball.
We play every week, and we practice one week, and then the next week we win money.
We need both.
Yeah.
We need more.
That's
we need
what
all
I just said.
And then Fridays is small group, and then Saturdays... is recording, yeah.
Or Friday. Or it could be late night Friday or going to Saturdays.
Oh, small group.
Okay.
And then
church on Sundays. What are your updates?
So
tell us.
I set a chicken nugget on fire. Do
you want to explain?
At work.
Still, do you want to explain?
So there I was.
And there's a chicken nugget on fire.
No. So I get up and I'm like, oh man, Dane's hungry. Dad needs his food. And then
it's 9:14 a.m.?
No, it's like 11.
Okay.
I don't know. It was
so actually like lunch hours.
Yeah, it was like right before lunch hour. And so I get up and I'm like, man, I'm hungry. I need to figure it out. I don't want to go out to eat again because I was house sitting for somebody this week. So I was like, I don't want to go out to eat. Yeah. And so I open up the freezer and then there's this bag of like frozen chicken nuggets. And I'm like, okay.
Were they on fire?
No, not yet.
Okay.
And then I'm like, okay. I don't know if I'm going to like these because sometimes you make them and they're nasty and then you don't want to eat them all and then you throw them all away. So I was like, instead of making all of them or like 20, how about I make one?
20's a lot.
That's not a lot.
Well, I feel like for frozen nuggets, they're different than getting like a chicken McNugget.
Are you calling me big backed? That's what the kids call it now.
Shoe fits.
Kids, if they're...
The shirt fits.
Or if you guys are being called big back at home, that's what the kids call
Jelly Roll's a big back.
Jelly Roll, yeah.
Very big back. That's multiple backs on that man.
Unreal. Samuel's fat shaming people. Again.
No, I said he's a Jelly Roll. He used to be Jelly Rolls.
No.
He's doing good.
He's doing good.
He's lost a lot of weight.
And then...
So fires.
So then I am like, I don't want to make 20 because if I make 20 and then I end up hating them, I'm just going to throw them all away. And then people are going to be mad that I threw food away. So I'm like, okay, here's the plan. Here's the plan. We're going to take one chicken nugget. We're going to cook it. We're going to eat it. And then if we like it, then we're going to make more chicken nuggets.
One chicken nugget is wild.
Right? No, it's one to try.
No, I feel like you make 4. You can eat 4 bad nuggets and be okay.
No. You make one and then you eat it. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Do you know how much it costs probably to heat up the oven to make one nugget?
I didn't heat up the oven. I put it in the microwave.
Oh, that was your mistake.
No. So then I take
frozen nugget in the microwave?
I take a frozen nugget and I'm like, I'm going to microwave it and then I'm going to eat it. If it's good, I'll make more. If it doesn't, then I didn't waste all these things.
It's going to be bad either way.
Go ahead and put in the comments if this is sound logic or not.
Okay, so one nugget.
So I take the one nugget, read the package. It says put it on high in the microwave for 3 minutes.
And wrap in aluminum, right?
Nope.
Oh, forks.
3 minutes.
Put forks in it.
That's it. I put it in the microwave on a paper towel.
3 minutes for one nugget?
Yeah.
No chance.
That's what it says.
So what? So 10 nuggets is 30 minutes?
No, it just said put a nuggets or how many nuggets you want in the microwave, 3 minutes on high, go. Okay. So I take one nugget, put it on a paper towel, put it in the microwave, close the microwave, 3 minutes, walk away, start talking to one of my coworkers. And as I'm talking to her, I see smoke start to rise a little bit. No.
Sorry.
I start to rise from the microwave. And from the microwave, I'm like, oh no, this isn't a good news.
Lord.
And so then I walk over to the microwave right as it beeps, and I open the microwave, and then smoke is billowing from the microwave, and I close it really fast because right above us is the fire alarm. And the fun thing about our fire alarm is that it automatically calls the fire department for you. And
that's really nice of them.
I only know that because at our youth conference in February, we set off the fire alarm with all the smoke that was in there. And so then we had to talk to the firefighters. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to be the guy that gets the fire alarm set off and then people are showing up and I'm like, guys, it's fine. It's just a burnt chicken nugget. And so I'm like waving it, trying to not make sure it doesn't go off. And then I'm like, here, turn on the overhead fan. And right at that time, I hear people be like, hey guys, it's lunchtime. Why don't we just go into the kitchen now?
No.
And I'm like, no, leave. No.
I'm naked. You can't come in right now. I'm chicken changed.
I'm doing anything other than that right now. And then they all come in, and it's like it's not all together; it's one at a time. So every time they walk in,
I think you.
What's all that smoke? Why does it smell bad in here?
Look, I don't know. It was like that when I got here.
Yeah, and I'm like, everybody, just shut up. Past the fourth person, I was like, nope, not answering this question anymore. You guys have to deal with it. And so then I'm like, this is ridiculous. What do I do? The fan won't turn on. There's a little bit of smoke still coming from the microwave. And I'm like, I can't open the microwave because then smoke will billow out. I'm like, what am I going to do? And one guy's like, hey, they have fans in the kids' rooms. You should go get those. Okay, deal. And I run back, go get those, set them up, and it's blowing it into the atrium now. So now the whole place smells like burnt chicken nugget.
There you go.
But I guess the trade-off is that we didn't set off the fire alarm. It finally stopped smoking, and I opened the microwave, and then while this was happening, I was like, man, what happened? I followed the instructions. I wonder if it's the paper towel. Did the paper towel catch on fire? I don't know. And then I open it, and the paper towel is fine. Completely fine.
Yeah.
And then the chicken nugget is burnt charcoal briquette.
I don't feel like you're supposed to cook frozen nuggets in the microwave.
That's one of the options they had on the bag. It said oven, air fryer, and microwave.
2 of those are good options. Microwave, horrible option.
I don't have an air fryer.
It won't be crispy.
I know, but I'm not going to heat up the oven for one chicken nugget.
Unless you get it charred.
No. I'm not going to turn on the oven to 400 degrees to make one nugget to then hate the nugget and then be like, well, this is fun.
Go 398.
No. No. And so, long story short, the nugget was on fire in the microwave. And then we threw the nugget away. We actually threw it in the sink and then dusted and watered and then threw it away. Mm-hmm. And so, that was great. And then the rest of the whole building smelled like burnt chicken nuggets for the rest of the day.
So what did you eat?
I think I made a sandwich without cooking it.
Nice.
Because I was like, microwaves are no longer for Dane. And then that actually gets into my grinding my gears. But I did that. I also did a silent disco this week.
Shh.
Exactly. And it was fun. We did a bunch of things. The kids wanted me to dance again. I was like, no, get away from me.
How many silent DJs did you have? Do you have 2 or 3?
3.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And some of their music was funny. The DJs came down from their booths and started dancing with the people. It was kind of crazy.
Is it DJs... this was at the
building
youth group, right?
Yeah.
So was it like other leaders who were DJs?
It was.
Or did they bring in random people?
2 staff members and one of our interns.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How did the music compare to when we did the K-Life silent disco?
I don't know.
Was it cleaner?
I don't know. It was okay.
Okay, so you're saying I would have been an improvement.
There was a lot of Taylor Swift being played.
You can't do too much Taylor.
There was a lot.
There's like a limit of how much Taylor you can have.
And I was like, this is annoying.
Yeah.
And then there was a bunch of songs I didn't even know, and I was like, I don't know what this is. They did not do a song draft.
The Russian national anthem?
Yes, that one I did recognize.
Okay, that was good.
But
yeah, that usually is a pretty big hit.
They didn't do a song draft. They just let people do whatever. I was like,
okay.
So I did that, and then we had high school hangs last night, which is just hanging out with the high schoolers, building community.
I'm glad you explained that it's just hanging out with the high schoolers.
Well,
what's high school hangs? Yeah, we just hang out with the high schoolers.
Literally open the doors and then tell them to stop being nerds.
Yeah.
And then I played Mario Backyard Baseball with them.
I didn't know they had Mario Backyard Baseball.
Yeah, because I was Luigi.
Was Pablo Sanchez there?
No.
That's not backyard
baseball. It was just
baseball.
Mario
then.
Baseball.
Okay, so not Mario. It's Mario Baseball.
I don't know.
You can't have backyard baseball without Pablo Sanchez, the greatest athlete of our generation.
You're Pablo Sanchez.
Yeah, that means I'm the greatest of our generation. Thank you for that compliment. I needed that today.
Pablo Sanchez in height.
Okay, keep going.
And then I hit 3 home runs personally.
Oh, that's pretty cool. 3 home runs is a lot.
It was great.
Yeah.
We won 21-13 or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a lot. And I even called one of the home runs, so that was fun. And I got up, and the 2 guys that we were playing against were named Eli and Eli.
No chance.
And so I said, take that, Eli's.
Eli squared.
Yeah, Eli squared. And so that's all I did this week. And it was so much fun. And then I ran the 6 miles this morning.
Nice. Whoa. You ran all that. So how are your hips feeling?
Well, tighter than a snare drum.
Obviously.
Per usual.
Yeah.
And I need to work out, but I don't want to work out because I don't have enough time to do anything, let alone work out.
I relate. And that isn't even on my grinds my gears, but I feel like we can agree that grinds both of our gears. So we just don't have enough time.
Jack's going to write in and be like, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, you
just
should
do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no.
Jack, we're not at the gym 75 hours a week like you are.
Every minute of my waking day is spent doing something.
That's crazy.
And then Jack lives at the gym because he's a physical therapist.
Yeah.
So he literally just walks into the gym and just works out in between appointments.
You might. Yeah.
That's cheating.
And that's how he's able to watch so many movies and everything else. Like, I don't know if he actually does anything except watch movies and listen to our podcast and then leave comments and then say, hey, pay me for all this time.
And then talk to Mrs. Homegrown.
My actual grind my gears, though, is we're going back to the Post Malone concert. As I mentioned briefly, I'm going to get into the driving situation here shortly, but people are really bad at reading.
Well, yeah.
Because this venue that we went to is a no smoking venue.
Allegedly.
And what are the odds that the person sitting right in front of me, not my siblings, by the way, but they were smoking
weed?
No, they were old school. They were just doing the normal tobacco, so smoking it, good for the lungs.
Ripping darts.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, I want to be a Karen on you so bad. And I walked up and I considered trying to find someone and be like, hey, you see that really... you see that lady who looks like she probably would be smoking? Yeah, she's smoking right now. And
she is.
Yeah, it was pretty annoying because as much as that smell is just great.
It's good perfume.
I didn't really love that, but she did calm down a little bit as time went along, but also it started getting covered by the weed smell as well from other people around us. And then this was one of the few times I'm like, you know what? People with vapes, not as bad. I would rather...
I 100% agree.
I would rather have the vape smell than having the weed smell and the cigarette smell. I'm like, this is all stinks, obviously.
That's a top 10 worst thing America has ever done. Legalized weed.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad. And before it was legalized, when I went to college, the apartment that I was in, so many times, I'll just walk in and just smell in the hallway
smack you in the face.
There's some weed. It just hits you hard. And I'm like, this is nasty.
Weed is ridiculous. I'm tired of it.
I don't understand. It just smells so bad.
I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it too. And people who do it are also tired because it slows you down.
Oh, yeah. Steals your motivation.
But yeah, people are really bad at reading the no smoking signs. Post Malone did smoke, but I cannot smell him from the hundreds of yards away that I was, or hundreds of feet. I don't know how far I was. But besides that, also the parking situation is still not ideal at Thunder Ridge Arena.
Oh, yeah.
In the past, again, I've mentioned I've had to sprint out of the arena to get the car, and then I can get out in 10 minutes, and it's not a big deal. But because of
get the kids relieving.
Yeah, but because of my desire to idolize performers for the pod, I got delayed, and then we got stuck in traffic for a while. It probably took us at least 30 plus minutes to get out of the parking lot, maybe longer. I know some people had to wait even longer than that, I'm pretty sure, to get out. But we did kind of skip ahead of a lot of people because we found like a little back way briefly.
You illegally went there.
Yeah. It was not illegally. I just didn't follow the long line of cars that people were doing.
I already have your confession.
I made my own line. And besides that, I also heard that there were people who tried to get to the concert and never were able to get into the venue because they left too late for the concert. They got there, and because the parking situation is just horrible, they, I guess, didn't even get in until like after the concert was basically over. So
nice.
Thunder Ridge, figure it out.
They won't.
Figure out your parking situation, or let us buy human transporting drones so I can just be dropped there.
That'd be fun.
It would be fun.
It'd be like Fortnite.
That's what I was thinking.
No.
You just said it, though. Why would you disagree? Okay, that's all my grinds of gear. What grinds your gears, Dane?
Not having a microwave at home.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the microwave at church is broken because you set a chicken nugget on fire.
It's not broken. It still works.
It's smoky.
It just smells really bad every time you open it.
Yeah. What's the worst, that smell or weed?
Weed, for sure.
Okay, but which one's more traumatic for you?
Weed, for sure.
Okay. So why do you have no microwave at home?
Because Jake won't install it yet.
Install it? You plug it in.
Yeah, I know.
That's all you do.
And guess what else he did today?
Add electricity?
Sold our only couch.
Why?
Guess what I sit on now? Floor.
I'm really... Why?
He wants to buy a new couch. I don't know.
Usually you buy the new couch and then you sell the old couch.
I don't know.
Jake, what are you doing?
So, floor, here's myself. I'm just going to post up against the wall like a child.
Oh.
Like a heathen.
Well, on the bright side, your core is getting really strong because you're just doing wall sits.
No, my back just kills me.
Okay. Well, that actually does stink a lot. Are you kind of sick of it?
Oh, yeah, I'm also sick. The kids got me sick, like... maybe the day or like last day of camp, because then that Friday, we came back on Wednesday. That Friday, also with the lack of sleep, I had a sore throat. Saturday also had a sore throat last week. Then Sunday I was congested. Monday I was congested. Tuesday I started getting this cough thing and I was congested.
How do you get sick from kids? They always cover their mouth so well when they're like...
Yeah, they don't even know anything.
Yeah, they just cough like... they like aim towards you and then cough.
Oh, yeah. Some of the kids, they always have the best ideas, too. They're always like, can we ride on the roof of the bus? And I go, yes. And they go, really? And I go, no, not really. Sit down. And so...
And you're sick of that as well.
Yeah, I'm also sick of that.
Yeah.
I'm sick of taxes. I'm sick of...
Wait, taxes are so stupid.
Taxes are the worst.
I hate them.
Weed's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But also, on the bright side, Dane's top 10 taters of the year are...
Top 10 taters of the year.
So what I like curly number 1. I like...
I love those taters.
Waffle number 2.
I had one of those, like the hash browns they have at McDonald's.
Yes.
I had like the frozen version of that today for my brunch that I went to. Pretty good. Not as crispy as McDonald's, but also I didn't have to pay for it, so that was a plus.
Dude, I'm so hungry right now.
Yeah. Hey, we'll finish the pod and you can go eat.
And that gets us into...
We have no buttons at all for sports talk. No. Okay, and I'll just push it for you. There we go. So now we clicked them all. We still need to record. Oh, yeah, sure. Do that one.
No!
That's the one you pushed. No, we're done. We're done. And not soccer for sports talk.
Samuel's scared of them.
We need to record.
Lindsay Reese said you're scared.
We need to. I am scared. I don't want to get taken down.
They're not going to take us down.
They might. We've had Michael Fuller on.
Tell them that they can shove it.
Where can they shove it? Tell me right now, Dane.
Mountain Dew.
Oh, Mountain Dew. Just change the subject. Okay. So quickly, just for some sports talk, you mentioned earlier you had, 3 home runs in Mario Baseball?
I'm the best.
Yeah. Well, in Wiffle Ball the other day, which is like a real sport that you play not on video games.
No.
I had 4 home runs.
Not a real sport. It's a hobby.
I was hitting dingers after dingers after dingers. And also, hey, you know what? I pitched through no hitter.
No, you didn't.
I did everything. And then the other 2 guys showed up and just struck out.
Why is there only 3 people on your team?
Because no one would show up. So it was me, my coworker, and he had to bring his brother in. And luckily they did make some plays because you need a minimum of 3 people, and they were able to make some good catches, which helped. But I did throw a no-hitter. I think I walked one person in the first inning, and then it was basically just strikeouts on strikeouts on strikeouts and like the occasional pop out.
Strikeouts.
And I had 4 home runs, and I felt good, man. This is why I do.
3 people on your team is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, both teams only had 3. You need a minimum of 3. You can have up to, I think, 5 in the field, and you can have as many as 7 be on the team, but 7 on the team's stupid because then all 7 have to hit, and most likely 2 people are bad.
True.
At least. But that was one sports update. Another sports update, Caitlin Clark was injured recently, and you know what? Go figure.
Sorry, honey.
WNBA viewership went down quite a bit.
It did.
I think for the Fever, which is the team she's on specifically, they went from an average of like 1.81 million per game, which is crazy, to 847,000, which is more than a 50% drop.
Oh, yeah.
Which, again, is wild. But luckily, when you don't have Caitlin Clark, you do have Angel Reese, who is named the BET Sportswoman of the Year.
How?
Don't know.
She hasn't done anything. She doesn't do anything. She plays basketball terribly.
I could be wrong here, but I think it said she's won this more than once. And I'm like, why is she the woman of the year in this category? Like, why not like... I feel like there's other good options out there.
I tell you what. I'll look up her basketball reference page.
Yeah, you can do that. And then while you're looking up that, I'll say my other sports update, which is something that Lindsay sent to me, which I kind of knew about. But recently there was like this big lawsuit that went on with like the NCAA, and it was getting into like, hey, they should have been like paying athletes and doing all this other stuff. And basically now colleges can pay athletes directly, so scholarships don't really mean a lot. But unfortunately, this is going to destroy a lot of college sports as we know it. Because believe it or not, money does not grow on trees.
Yes, it does.
Okay, that's what you say. But I did a quick little summary. I tried to look up like a few things. But basically, with this NCAA like house settlement, now there's like a hard roster caps on like all sports. So now different sports will have fewer overall athletes, which again hurts like the runners of the world and the swimmers and like other Olympic sports that don't make money compared to football and basketball, which are like the only sports that make money.
Yeah.
I guess with this, like, again, there'll be like massive roster cuts, which is bad.
Cut everybody.
And I know for like a lot of teams, a lot of times they might have like walk-ons or something else, or people who get like partial scholarships. But with these roster cuts, those are less likely to happen. So then fewer opportunities. People will not do these sports as much, maybe in high school, which is bad for the sport as a whole, especially when you get to the Olympics every 4 years. I guess up to $20.5 million schools can now pay directly to athletes.
20.5 million buckaroos.
And let's just take a wild guess. I feel like that money is probably going to go to
the quarterback,
football and basketball.
The only quarterback.
Probably very little money will go to swimming.
So they finally put a cap on
running or soccer. Well, cap on what?
I don't know.
I know. But now, again, on top of scholarships, they can pay up to $20.5 million to these sports, which unfortunately will likely mean that sports like swimming and running, etc., will likely have their budgets cut down. So that way that money can then go to Steve, the backup quarterback for whatever team.
Steve's going to come in and run a hard read option on 4th and goal here.
So roster cuts, less funding for sports. I guess I was saying like there could be some Title IX challenges because it looks like a lot of direct payments will probably more so go to male revenue sports.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So that will be interesting to see how they navigate that. I saw something else, like a lot of times with maybe like more like mid-major schools, you're probably more likely to bring in people who they are hoping like to develop, and try to see like, hey, this person could be really good. But now with the money, they're like, well, I don't want to spend money on whoever. I'll just pay the money to the top talent I can get.
Oh, yeah.
So then people who would want to develop, it's less likely they get an opportunity now, which is, again, not good for sports as a whole. And then I guess there is currently like a temporary protection in place for current athletes where they kind of grandfathered in maybe some roster cuts so people aren't cut immediately, but like in 2-3 years, they'll go away and
cut them.
That's is just not looking good. And I hope it doesn't lead to lots of schools just completely cutting programs, which
just cut the swimming program.
I hate you. Basically, this will probably lead to a lot of teams being cut, fewer opportunities for athletes, and it just stinks for sports as a whole, especially when I spent so much time swimming and everything else, and it's a great sport, and yeah, it's not good. This is a whole mess. But that's kind of my end of my sports talk and my grinds my gears kind of within the sports talk. And what were you looking up about Angel Reese?
So Angel Reese.
Yeah, sorry.
is shooting 36% from 2-point range this year.
That's kind of low for people shooting threes.
That's super a lot.
Yeah.
Low.
Yeah.
Yeah, super a lot low. She's shooting 30% from 3, 33%. She shot 18% from 3 all of last year, so that was good.
Isn't she averaging like the same amount of rebounds per game as points?
She's averaging, let's see here. She's averaging 11 rebounds per game and 10 points per game.
That's bad because a lot of the rebounds are coming off her missed shots.
Yeah, she's getting all the rebounds from her own missed shots.
And again, going back to this BET Sportswoman of the Year, obviously they don't necessarily care about talent. They care about people who have like impact, like in women's sports and like that community and everything else. And obviously she's more flashy than most people. So that's why they're like, yeah, she's the best.
If they want to promote somebody, promote Naomi Osaka.
I don't want to go down this route. I don't think she can win that award.
You don't know that.
I don't really want to go down this route, but I don't think she'll be eligible to win the BET award.
She is half black, Samuel.
I don't think they would pick her, and I don't want to go down this route any further.
And half Asian.
What are your updates, Dane?
Samuel
just pick Simone Biles. Pick Simone Biles. Pick Simone Biles.
No, she's already won.
So you give it to her again.
Allegedly.
Why not?
So
I know you'd flip out if she won it.
Nope. Cancel Samuel.
Okay, go.
Cancel Samuel.
Okay, go.
So Samuel hates women, children, and dogs.
That's nothing
and
I said.
Loves weed.
Nothing. Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Dang it.
But not really. Okay.
So the series is tied at 2-2.
What series?
The NBA title.
As you're listening at this very point, when we are recording, it is 2-2. By the time this is released, they would have already played Game 5. Well, Game 6 have been played.
Game 5 is Monday night.
Okay, so it will be 2-2 if you listen in the morning on Monday.
Yep.
And right now it is the Pacers and the Thunder.
Yep.
It's tied 2-2.
Yep. They played last night.
Who do you think is going to win it?
So last night was a huge game, honestly. I thought, and my thinking is like, if the Pacers wanted any shot at actually winning the series, they needed to win last night.
Because then they would have ended up 3-1. And it's impossible for anybody to ever come back from 3-1 unless you'd have to be like the greatest athlete ever. Oh, LeBron.
Kevin Durant.
LeBron James came back from 3-1.
Kevin Durant came back from 3-1.
Not in the finals.
Yeah?
No, not in the finals. So shout out to
he
LeBron
did
James.
In the finals.
The greatest NBA athlete of our generation.
Kevin Durant did it in the finals too.
No, we
Western
didn't.
Conference Finals.
No, that doesn't count. We're only going NBA Finals. Okay, so yeah, keep talking.
Oh wait, no, he got beat.
Yeah.
3-1.
Yeah.
Steph Curry came back 3-1 in the Western Conference
Yeah,
Finals.
against Kevin Durant.
Against a hoax in the finals.
Yeah. So, okay.
As Stephen A says, gave LeBron a stimulus package.
Yes. So you think they needed to win yesterday?
I think they needed to win yesterday to go up 3-1 to then only need one more win with 2 in OKC to go. There's 3 games left. And 2 of them are in Oklahoma City.
3 at the most. It could be as low as 2.
Yeah. So there's 3 games total left. That could be as 2 if one team wins 2 and it's over. So it's best 2 out of 3 now, and 2 of the 3 are in Oklahoma City, including Game 7. So I'm like, man, this is going to be really tough. They really needed to win last night that way to force Oklahoma City to have to win both in Oklahoma City, and then Indiana could just win in Indiana.
Yeah.
But here we are. Now Game 5 is basically a must-win for Indiana, and so
whoever wins this game likely will win it all.
Very, very likely.
Yeah.
And so it's going to be very hard for everybody to do it, and I just can't stand to see people be happy in Missouri, so I need Indiana to win.
Yeah, I think I've been leaning more towards Indiana also winning it. I mean, the Thunder, I think, have a better chance in the future to win more championships. I don't think Indiana will probably make it this far anytime soon again. So, yeah, I would rather want Indiana to get it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I just don't like
Plus, I want Caitlin Clark happy.
Oh, yeah, I do need her happy.
Yeah.
My honey. That's all I have for sports talk.
Awesome.
All right, I got it.
No, don't click the button. Don't click the button. It's okay. Because it is actually time for...
Okay, we've officially thrown the script out the window. It's time for the main segment. And honestly, who knows where this is going? We don't. You don't. God does. But he's not telling.
Welcome back to the main segment where this week we are deciding what concerts we would most want to see. And originally I was going to have concerts we haven't seen that we'd want to see, but because Dane has basically seen no concerts, he would have a much better overall selection. So this is just concerts we would want to see either again or see for the first time.
Ooh.
And we'll go back and forth, do a little snake draft, pick 5 apiece. Dane, do you want to go first or second, or do we want the odds to be forever in our favor?
Always odds.
Okay. Get out your Siri. Let us pick here. Or I can do it on the computer, Do you want to ask it?
Siri, give me number between 1 and 2.
I'm 1, you're 2. Let's see. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yep. Come on.
It's 1.
Oh, I'm going first. You know what? I'm just going to say it. My number 1 pick I would most want to see in concert again is Taylor Swift.
Whoa.
Specifically at her Eras tour, because I was dumb and I got in a weird Taylor Swift funk where I didn't really want to go to her concerts, and then I immediately regretted it. And we've talked about that a lot on the podcast, and I felt very left out. And I want to see Taylor again, okay?
Can't believe
because
you
now
didn't
she owns
support
all her
Taylor.
music.
You didn't
And
support Taylor.
I didn't support her well, and I want to support her again. And because she owns all her music, once again, completely, I can fully support her. So Taylor, please come to the Thunder Ridge Arena in Ridgedale, Missouri, and perform your Eras tour so I can see you.
Ridgedale.
And then let me do a meet and greet, please.
No.
Thank you. That's all I ask. Travis can come. Okay.
No, Travis can't come.
So that is my number 1 overall pick. Dane, where are you at?
My number 1 pick is Taylor Swift.
You can't, no.
Why not?
The whole point of this is we have to go back and forth. That's why I got the first one.
So I can't say Taylor Swift even though I haven't seen her?
It can keep it as honorable mention.
No.
Yes.
Fine, my number 1 pick is Ben Rector.
Okay, that works.
I want to see him
Is that actually who you want?
just to spite Samuel.
I didn't even have him on my list.
I don't have any of his music saved. But my number 1 pick is Ben Rector.
Do we want to go back and forth, or do we want to change up the draft completely and you can just pick whoever you want?
No,
so you can
I have
go
a
Taylor
number
Swift.
2 pick.
Who is your number 1? Do you actually want Ben Rector number 1?
No, I don't want to see Ben Rector.
Okay, let's just change it up. Let's just do it differently, and you can completely compare our list and see who has a better overall list, I guess. Dane, you can pick Taylor Swift if you want Taylor Swift.
No, I don't want to watch Taylor Swift.
What are you doing? Who do you want for your first overall then? We can both pick the same ones if you want.
Am I picking to win?
Do you up to you? Do you want to pick to win, or do we just want to say who we want to see the most? Because that kind of defeats the purpose of a draft.
Drafting is drafting.
So do we want to do a draft where you can't pick the same ones?
I want you to pick.
I already picked.
What'd you pick?
I picked Taylor Swift.
All right, well, I'll take my number 1 pick.
So just to clarify, are we picking ones? Each person can be picked once, or do we want to pick?
Each person can be picked once
Okay.
because we have to win.
Okay. So who do you want for your first overall that you would want to see in concert? I'm legitimately asking the ones that you would want to see, and then people can compare our list.
Michael Jackson. You know why? Because he'd be raised from the dead somehow. So if this is true, then I don't know what's happening here. There's a lot more questions than answers.
Man. Well, now I want to see David from the Bible with some of his Psalms.
Hey, maybe he can sing, maybe he can't. I don't know.
Okay. So Michael Jackson's good. We'll let you.
That's a huge person.
I guess we're going dead or alive. I don't want to do dead or alive. That's stupid. I'll let you just go that route. I'm only going alive people though.
Frank Sinatra, number 2.
Crazy.
What do you mean? He's awesome.
Is he dead?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you're picking dead people and I'm picking alive people, it sounds like.
We'll see.
That's fun. Number 2, which is just not on the same realm as all these, is Forrest Frank. He has been kind of blowing up the Christian music scene, and he has some great TikTok dances out there. And I don't go on TikTok, but I see the dances on Instagram Reels, and I'm like, that looks really fun. And I heard from multiple individuals that he puts on just a crazy show. And he just seems like a really genuine dude. He's friends with JP, who's honestly our best friend, Pickleball. And just want to see one of his shows sometime. I legitimately think, I think he could come to Thunder Ridge Arena. It's a big venue, but I feel like he could sell enough tickets maybe because he's been selling out other arenas. But if not there, I think he still might come to Springfield at some point. So we'll see.
I'm going to have you detained at an airport.
Nice. And then my next pick is Imagine Dragons. I would like to see them again. That was one of the coolest concerts ever when I saw them last year at Thunder Ridge Arena. You notice a little pattern here. But I feel like if I see them again, I kind of messed myself up the first time around because I saw them basically in the front row. And now if I do anything less than that, it just won't feel right. So
you need the front row.
I basically just need to be front row at all times.
You need to be on stage.
That would be kind of fun.
You should do the intro for them.
I don't know if they really...
And now I want to welcome to the stage.
That's not how they do intros at concerts.
Whatever their name is. Whatever his name is. And dragons.
Yes, the dragons get on the stage. Imagine those dragons. But yes, so currently I'm at Taylor Swift, Forrest Frank, and Imagine Dragons for people I'd most want to see in the future in concert. Dane, who are your next two picks?
Number 3.
Elvis Presley.
Whitney Houston.
Dead.
Also dead.
Oh, man.
Samuel. Unreal.
You're the one picking all the dead people.
Yeah, your next pick is going to be Cardi B, so.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself. Okay, Whitney Houston, though. I mean, as long as she sings the national anthem, it'll be a great concert.
The greatest female artist of all time.
Yes, right behind Taylor Swift.
No, bigger.
Okay, so you got Michael Jackson, dead. Frank Sinatra, dead. Whitney Houston, dead. Are you going to keep this pattern going?
Number 4.
You're just trying to think, who's dead? Come on.
So I'm going to go with...
You could still go Elvis.
Prince.
Prince. Get that Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
So currently, this is the dead or alive draft. I don't think Dane will be able to see any of his people in concert.
Maybe.
But
if
AI,
they trusted in Jesus.
AI. Oh, we went different routes.
The youth pastor went pastory routes and you went technology.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we'll see. So Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, Whitney Houston, Prince. For my final two picks, I'm going with NF. I've not seen him since like 2019, 2018.
Oh boy.
Puts on a very electric concert. I saw him in Springfield twice, but now he's too big, honestly, for Springfield because he can legitimately go to a lot of like decent sized arenas and sell them out or get close to it.
Yeah.
And I saw him at the Gloys Theater in Springfield, which is where we used to have church, and it had about 1,200 seats. And then I saw him at the Shrine Mosque in Springfield, and I think that holds maybe around 3,000 people. And I believe that might have also been sold out. And I have not seen him since, and I want to see him again. He's again very electric. He's the Christian Eminem, basically, and
if
just
you will,
puts on a great show. So
shout out to Christian named Eminem.
Yes. And then for my final pick, I want to see AJR.
Who's that?
I don't know how to explain them really. You've heard their music, I guarantee.
AJR's like EDM music?
I'm going to play a very short, brief snip, and I don't think this will get taken down,
I hope we can take it down.
Have you ever heard... Let's see. Let's see. Here's I'm playing just a little bit of this. Ready? Here we go. That was coming through my computer, wasn't it?
Yep.
I didn't plug this in. Oops.
I was like, I don't hear any of this.
Here we go.
Oh man.
And now now I think we can play it. I'm gonna do a different song actually. So here we go.
No, thank you. Is what I should have said for me. Is what's wrong?
Here we go.
I should stay strong, but I'm weak. And what's wrong with you?
Do you recognize that?
Makes me feel nauseated.
They are a vibe, and I'm mad because I have seen them in concert for free. At Missouri State. They did a concert right in front of the bookstore on a really small stage, and I could have been like right in the front.
I've heard you talk about these people.
I think I maybe have before, and they are extremely talented, have very good music. I mean, their top 5 songs on Spotify all have between 250 million to almost 750 million plays.
Good adjacent music.
But just a crazy good band, like very talented, very creative. And again, like I said, I have seen them, but I was like really far back from the stage, like kind of casually watching it. And I wish I would have been like in the mix seeing them. And now I want to see them like in a normal show, and that would be really cool. But they're a very creative artist, very good music. I think you'd probably vibe with them well. And yeah, that's my 5th overall pick. And Dane, I think you have one more.
Beyonce.
Alive. Allegedly.
Alive. A live
Oh.
lizard woman.
So Michael Jackson, dead. Frank Sinatra, dead. Whitney Houston, dead. Prince, dead. Beyonce, hopefully still alive.
See, all of my picks require miracles.
Why does Beyonce require a miracle?
I'm not going to go watch her in concert unless it's free. Which will never happen.
Do you want to sing? Do you want to see her perform her old stuff like Single Ladies, or do you want to have some Cowboy Carter?
No, ew.
No.
I only want to hear Halo.
Single
Take
Ladies.
a bow.
Single Ladies.
No, not Single Ladies.
Put your hands up.
No.
No. Okay.
Take a bow. Irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable isn't Beyonce.
You don't know that.
No, it literally is not Beyonce.
I want her to only do covers of songs that I like.
Psych. That is Beyonce's song.
Nice.
I don't know. I thought that was somebody else.
You thought it was Riri.
I don't know who I thought.
Rihanna.
Yeah. Actually, I really don't know who I thought it was. But yeah, so our concert wish list. I have Taylor Swift, Forrest Frank, Imagine Dragons, NF, and AJR. You have Michael Jackson, dead. Frank Sinatra, dead. Whitney Houston, dead. Prince, dead. Beyonce, hopefully live. And those are our picks. Let us know in the polls down below who you thought had the better concert wish list. And do you have any fun honorable mentions?
Yes. Ray Charles.
Blind.
Billy Graham.
Actually, never mind. I don't know if Ray Charles was blind. Was he blind?
I think so.
Was Ray Charles blind? Let's look. No, Ray Charles was not born blind, but he gradually lost his sight due to glaucoma. Oh, and then he was completely blind by age 7. Why?
Yeah.
Oh, it says he wasn't born blind.
Yeah.
Okay.
They tricked you there.
Yeah. I had One Direction.
Oh.
Bring them all back. Oh, crap. Can't bring them all back.
Wow.
Too soon.
Samuel.
That's my mistake. And then I also have Justin Bieber.
The Biebs.
Because hopefully that means he's doing well. Because
And Haley.
He looks a little off nowadays. But I think it would still be a good concert because he would always sing about a baby.
No.
Baby.
No.
Oh.
No.
Yep. So that is our main segment this week. And I think we just get straight into it, Dane. You know what time it is.
The manifesting? You guys have not been manifesting for long enough yet. And it is now part 68 of manifesting with Dane's manifesto. And so now, if you guys have not kept track yet, we love Father's Day, and Samuel's a father.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
what are you
sorry.
doing?
Hey, Samuel.
I'm so clapping, but no, I'm not.
Wow.
Where are you going with this manifesto?
And so now we want to talk to you about somebody who could beat up all of your dads, which is my dad. My dad could fight all of your dads and win, especially Danson. And
Don't bring my dad into this.
And so tomorrow I'm teaching on the Book of Ruth, and you're going to hear about that here in a little bit. But the way I'm going to start out is Happy Father's Day. Here are some stories from Mark. And so one time, whenever we were kids, Mark would give us it was like $50 to go buy fireworks with, I think it was. I'm sure Lindsay will write in and fact check that.
Yeah.
And then, so we would go to the fireworks stands, and Mark was notorious for never giving us any money ever. We would have all of these chores that we were supposed to do, and we'd get an allowance, and Mark said, "You guys worked very hard this week.
Mm-hmm.
Here is $2.50.
Let's go."
And so that was our original allowance. And then we, the union, me, Lindsay, and Cole, decided that we wanted to come together and negotiate with the government, Mark.
Yeah.
And he gave us $4.50.
Big money.
For doing all of our chores. And so obviously he didn't want to break that $5 threshold. And so it was crazy. But he would give us about $50-ish to go spend at the fireworks stand around the 4th of July. It's relevant to right now. And so we would go to this fireworks stand, and we would all trying to buy as many as we can, especially when we were younger. We're we just want the most of them, so we buy the packs with all the small things in there. And then as we get older, we'd be like, okay, I'll buy the pack, and then I'll get some of the bigger ones, and then we'd shoot them off, and it was always really fun because we lived in the country, and then we made a day or two out of it. And then there was this one time that we had mortar shells, which is the ones that you put into the tube, and it's a long fuse, you light it, and it's one shot, goes up in the air, boom, and it's really loud and pretty. And then you could buy them in like packs of 6 or 12 or more. And so we had this board that Mark would put it on because he didn't want to burn the grass or the trees. And so it was like a flat board, wooden board that we would set it on. And then the thing is, it was nice and flat and it would keep it all going level and fun, except for the fact that our backyard was not level and flat. So it was slanted at probably a minus 20 degree angle, something like that. And so it's pointed downhill. And so Mark lights his, the mortar shell. And then he starts to run off of the platform. And then he shakes the mortar cannon that's in, falls over.
No.
Pointed towards us.
You died. You are Whitney Houston.
And me, Lindsay Cole, and Mark all turn and run. And then we run and we hear boom. And then it fires and hits Mark right in the ankle.
Oh, did he die?
And it goes boom, and it's really pretty in the grass. And then Mark's like, and he pulls off his sock that's on fire.
And then he threw it in the microwave so the fire department would not be called.
Exactly.
Yes.
No. And then it's all everywhere, and we were all like, Dad, are you okay? Blah, blah, blah. And then we figure out that he's okay. It's a little bit burnt, a little crispy. And then we take that sock and we hang it up for like a couple months or years or something like that, all in remembrance for what Mark did that night whenever he launched the firework at himself on purpose. Probably not. But so Mark always did the things to make sure his kids were happy. And so likewise, I'm glad that you guys have fathers out there. And I hope that you guys call your dad if you can call your dad, and then say, Happy Father's Day. By the way, do you remember this? Also, don't trust AI because AI is just going to be scamming you here pretty soon. So, no emoji. So that was Dane's Manifesto this week. Welcome back. Wow. Love manifesting for Mark.
Wild. Let's get into it.
Sam's little known facts, out of the box and off the tracks. Oddball genius that knows about tax. Sam's little known facts, and he never listens to Jack.
Welcome to part 14 of Samuel's Little Known Facts, where I share some little known facts with you. And if you know these facts, let us know in the comment section, and let us know that they aren't little known, because you also know these facts. Number 1, little known fact, Paul Skeens. You all know him. You all love him. He is a pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and he is very elite, but his team is horrible.
Horrible.
I guess there have been 90 occurrences all time of a Major League Baseball pitcher having a sub 2.1 ERA and 80 Ks or more through 13 starts of a season. But Paul Skeens, yes, Paul Skeens is the only one of those individuals to have a losing record.
Loser.
He is 4-6 as of this stat, but I believe he lost the other day as well.
Again.
And yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't know if the Pirates need to trade him or just figure out how to run a competent team, because this is ridiculous.
They don't need to trade him.
Yeah. They need to somehow find a way to build around him, because they are horrible. I saw that they need to let him hit, because he hit like 360 in college with like a lot of homers. Like maybe he could pull a Samuel Sin like I did in Wiffle Ball and score all his runs and pitch a no-hitter. So that is little known fact number 1. Little known fact number 2. You know, like the World Trade Center, like the new one that they built?
Whoa.
The new one that they built. The new one that they built as of like a few years ago. Do you know how tall it is?
As 73 feet.
You're so... Why do we do a podcast? It is 1,776 feet tall.
That's what I said.
1776.
Oh.
Which, believe it or not, is symbolic.
Our birthday.
Yes, America's birthday, 1776. So they did that on purpose. And I'm just curious, who is putting the roller next to this tall building to make sure
it's off?
It's 1776. The odds are it probably has sunk down a little bit.
True.
Bet you 1774. Like,
maybe.
I don't know. But currently, they say it's 1776. I have not fact checked.
It's not accounting for inflation, too.
That's true. Also, Post Malone. I bet you might be surprised about this, but his birthday also is on July 4th.
What?
Guess how old he is turning?
1776.
What's your second guess for how old he is turning?
34.
30.
Ugh.
He is barely older than us.
Yeah, he is
and
barely.
almost as famous because he does not have a podcast like we do.
Definitely higher than we are.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, he seems so much older because he's been performing for like
Decades.
10 years, but he just started like at age 20-ish and he's kind of blown up. And
We should have been performers.
legitimately, he is 29 right now.
Wow.
And we are
It's
28.
a year older than us.
Yeah.
We should have been singers.
We messed up. We should have became SoundCloud rappers like he did.
Like a sunflower.
Hey, hit us up. Hit us up. We can be the next openers. No. Headliners. No. Dane will be the opener for me as the headliner at Thunder Ridge Arena.
Deal. What a sandwich.
Fun fact or little known fact number 4. I guess 2 different men were sentenced for the theft of this object. What do you think this object was?
Antonio Brown's Twitter.
No, it was for a golden toilet.
Nice.
It says these 2 men were sentenced to 2 to 4 years for their roles in the 2019 theft of an 18-karat artwork at Winston Churchill's ancestral home.
It's not artwork.
And it's a fully functioning gold toilet made by the Italian artist Maurizio Catalan, and it was stolen from a palace in England in 2019. Why do you need a golden toilet?
I don't know why that's considered art. Let's make art more subjective.
And then I find this funny. It shows the picture of the toilet, and then the background just has like a normal, like
a toilet paper
yeah,
holder.
like have a golden. I want golden toilet paper.
Yeah, where's their bidet?
Yeah, bidet. Their bidet is what goes in that toilet.
Ew.
Yeah, you said it. And then my final fun little known fact is that a New York man played golf for how many consecutive hours to break the Guinness World Record? How many hours do you think he played?
33.
35.
Dang it.
Consecutive hours in an attempt to break the Guinness World Record for the longest golf marathon. I guess the attempt took place at the Huntington Crescent Club on Long Island. It started Sunday evening and ended early Tuesday morning. He played 126 holes, completing 7 rounds of the 18-hole course. And I guess originally, I think he was only going to go for like 24 hours. And then I guess like his sister or someone called him and was like, hey, the record's actually like 32 hours and it's from some British golfer. So you should probably try to beat that. So
yeah. You can't let the British
I guess
win.
he had like lots of flashlights and he had like glowing golf balls. And I'm like, that is crazy.
Yeah, you can't let the British win.
No, that's why I got to go. So I don't know. I think it'll take like a few weeks for Guinness World Records to confirm whether it is a world record because they have like different procedures in place. But as of right now, it looks like he broke the world record for the longest golfing marathon at 35 hours.
We're going to do the longest podcast ever.
I don't want to do that right now, though.
What do you mean? Not right now?
No,
right,
because I want to do stuff with my life.
We'll skip 3 weeks and then do the longest podcast ever.
But yeah, that's all my little known facts for this week. And I think it is time for some voice memos.
Oh, maybe me
if you want to reach me, it's
maybe.
And we're back with Jack Holmgren with his jokes with Jack.
Impossible.
So here we go.
Why do ducks have tails?
Something like quacks.
To hide their butt quacks.
Nope.
Dane cracked up.
Nope.
Dane chuckled.
No, I didn't.
He chuckled a little bit.
No, I didn't because I was like, I snorted because it's stupid.
Jack, you did it. You made him kind of laugh.
I didn't laugh.
Okay. His butt quacks. That's pretty good.
No.
That has to be on a scale of 1 to 10. Most of Jack's jokes being a 1 on a scale of 10. It's got to be at least a 2.
-2.
It's worse than all his others.
All of them are negative 12.
So all of his are -12, but this one's a -2.
Yes.
So the butt quacks was better.
No.
You're so confusing. But yeah, that was our joke with Jack this week, and we have no other voice memos. If you have other voice memos you want to send us, just go to our Instagram and DM us you talking about something, and we'll respond to that. We have some previous responses on some of our podcast episodes, one of which was on episode 126, where Elizabeth Virgil jumped in there and said, as a Rockies fan, is a real bummer being a Rockies fan because the Rockies stink. And then she also said that she loves John 21 and the beautiful way Jesus restored Peter, because I believe you brought that up during that episode.
Oh, yeah.
And then from episode 128, we have multiple responses, one of which said, these guys still have until next week shirts available? Wow, I need one ASAP. And that was sent in by Samuelson.
Wow.
And then Allie Hoopy responded on that. I'm holding out on purchasing because I'll get a free one when I win the fantasy league.
That's true.
So we'll see, Allie. We'll see. Jack Holmgren put, when Samuel is an old man, he's still going to be throwing bloody elbows, screaming Christian explicit language, son of a Benaniah, and skipping a line of little kids so he can get an autograph from Freddie Freeman Jr. at an MLB game. But his baseball autograph and item collection will be priceless, to be honest.
See, we talked about that earlier when you did that at the Post Malone concert.
But I didn't get anything that time.
True.
AJ404 put in, is this what Dane was trying to reference? One of the things that makes artificial raspberry flavoring in sodas and candy taste raspberry-y is castoreum, something that is exuded from a beaver's anal glands.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to reference.
Yeah, so AJ did the
wow
searching for you.
See, I told you, don't drink the blue raspberry flavored things.
Yeah, and then Emily Abbott, she put in, fun fact, Jackson Cantwell's dad, Christian Cantwell, is an Olympic athlete that graduated from Eldon High School, which is my hometown.
I think I know where Eldon is.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So she's got connections with Olympic athletes, it sounds like. Angela Birdwell, she jumped in here as well. She put, no, Beanie Weenie does not reference anything. It just rhymes. My mother-in-law was in the hospital as she was diagnosed with a brain meningioma. When we showed her the sonogram picture, she said it looked just like a bean. Fun fact, my daughter can't stand beans and won't eat them or bananas.
Interesting.
And then I said, this is the clarity we needed, because she mentioned that they called her like Beanie Weenie. And I'm like, is there a reason? And there wasn't. So
not yet.
And then Allie Hoopy responded one other time with her own comment, and she put, I watched game 1 of the NBA Finals live, and it was insane.
You went?
We absolutely, I don't think she, well, maybe she did. I watched game 1 of the NBA Finals live, and it was insane. So maybe she did.
Did you go, Allie?
We need more clarity, because I assumed you just watched it live on TV, but were you actually there, Allie?
Were you there?
But then she says, we absolutely stole that game. I've witnessed one Colts Super Bowl win in my lifetime. Were you there? But I highly doubt I'll live to see another. I was 6 when we last won, and although I wore a pink Manning jersey like it was the only shirt I owned, I had no idea how football worked. So
From that, I figured out that Allie is 25 years old.
Way to go.
Because in 2006 was when the Colts won the Super Bowl and she was 6 years old.
Math.
Ipso facto,
Math.
she was born in 2000,
Math.
which makes it 2025. Right
Math.
now.
Lots of math. And then we had the draft last week, and we had a poll, who had the better old person draft, with 66.7% of the vote.
Daddy.
Dane
Yes.
had the better old person draft.
Because I know how to be old.
33.3%. I messed up. I should have realized that you are truly the old man here.
Well, it's because I'm older than you.
That is true. So that's, I guess, how you won.
It makes sense.
Yeah, it really does.
People were just voting based off of facts.
Yeah. That's it for the week. Time for some sponsors of the week. Jesus Christ of Nazareth is sponsor number 1. Will always be number 1. Will never change from number 1, but we'll still announce him as number 1 every single week. Dane, what is your verse of the week, sermon of the week, 15-minute, whatever, however you want to do this? It can, just, you know what to do.
The entire book of Ruth.
Okay.
So tomorrow I'm preaching over
the entire book of Ruth.
The entire book of Ruth. And so I read what was it? I read the verses I was supposed to read, and one of the verses I don't feel comfortable reading to children because it was the biblical name for knowing each other. And so, or a way in biblical ways that they would know each other. It didn't say knowing each other. It was a different way. And so I'm like, I'm probably going to skip that part. But then I also realized this is our only week in the book of Ruth. So I was like, well, I'm just going to do the entire book of Ruth. And then I started researching it. And I'm like, oh, man, there's a lot to be going down here in the book of Ruth. So our verses of the week are the entire book of Ruth. And specifically in Ruth 1, Naomi being widowed. So 1 through 5 here. In the days when the judges ruled, there was a famine in the land. And a man of Bethlehem in Judah went to sojourn in the country of Moab. He and his wife and his 2 sons. The name of this man was Elimelech. And the name of his wife was Naomi. And the name of his 2 sons were Mahalon and Chilion. Pretty sure that's how you say it. That's pretty close. And then they went to the country of Moab and remained there. But Elimelech, the husband of Naomi, died, and she was left with her 2 sons. These took Moabite wives. The name of one was Orpah, and the other was Ruth. They lived about 10 years, and both Mahlon and Chilion died. So the woman was left without her 2 sons and her husband. And so we're seeing here, this is in the time of Judges, where the people of Israel kept on like idolizing something, sinning, and then being like, oh no, and then judgment coming down on them for the idolization, the sin that they were committing, and then them being like, God, please, like, deliver us from this. Then he raises up a judge to deliver them from this. Judge is a person, and then they get delivered from that, and then they live peacefully for a little bit, and then they commit more sins. And so during that time, they live, or it says here that Naomi and Elimelech lived in the nation of Moab because there was a famine. So they left Judah to go to Moab to escape this famine, and then they have kids, and then they marry people or Moabite women, which they weren't supposed to do. And so
yeah,
you're not supposed to not marry the people of God. So then they weren't supposed to do that, but then they get married, and essentially, here's some context that we need to know about this situation is that Naomi is in a really tough spot now when her husband dies and her sons die. Because, that's really sad, and like things aren't exactly going right for you. But also, widows in the ancient Near East were the equivalent to being homeless in America today, and they have lost all political and economic status. They could not even own property. So they literally can't buy or sell anything, and they're feeling endangered and not feeling secure by not having a husband or an heir to keep them alive. And the family unit was a lot closer back then. And then also now we see that Ruth's husband dies too. So she's also a widower. And again, there's nothing for her. And so the book of Ruth goes on, and Naomi basically tells Ruth and her Ruth's sister to be like, hey, go back to your people and go back to living with them. And then one of them, the other one, I can't remember her name. Her name is not Ruth. It's Orpah. Orpah goes back to the nation that she's from in Moab and starts worshiping the false gods again. And Ruth says, no, I'm going to stay with you and go to the nation of Judah with you. And then so they travel back there, and then the people see Naomi and they say, is this Naomi? And then she says, don't call me Naomi, because Naomi means like happy or joyful or something like that.
Yeah.
She said, call me
Marta.
Call me Mara.
Dang it.
Yeah, which means bitter. And so she's really bitter, even though she gets there at the beginning of the barley harvest. This is important because the people of God had gleaning laws, which gleaning laws is they were allowed to harvest most of their field, but they cannot harvest the edges or the corners of their field because they had to leave it for the widows, the orphans, and the children, essentially, the homeless. And so now gleaning basically is they come in behind the people who harvest and they take what food they can to basically live. And now being homeless, though, in this time was not the same as being homeless today. Being homeless in this time was you work from sun up to sundown just to have food for the day. And this is where, what's her face? Ruth goes into Boaz's field and then starts to glean off his land, and Boaz goes, hey, who's that girl? It literally says, who's that girl? And then they're like, oh, that's Ruth, daughter-in-law of Naomi, and then she's also widowed. And he goes, okay, we'll leave her some more bushels of barley and wheat. And so they do that, and then he said, also watch out for her and protect her and let her walk with the women that we are with right now. And so they do that, and then Naomi points out to Ruth, like, hey, you
should check out Boaz.
You should check out Boaz. And Boaz, is wealthy and is showing you all this kindness. And so all are a lot because he is a man of God, one of the people of God. And so she does that. She sleeps at his feet, which I probably won't read to the kids because they don't need any ideas like that. And so
I think from there, she really would have a good view of Boaz.
Yeah. And so then Boaz, he takes Ruth and redeems her. They get married, and then through this redemption here, Naomi now has a son-in-law, essentially, which because Ruth and Naomi remain close, and she has a son-in-law now that she can also live, and now her hardship is like being delivered out of that, all because of the providence of God. And even her hardship to begin with was a providence of God, because whenever we cannot see what's happening in our lives, it's because God is doing something that, whether it's good in our eyes, then it's still good from God. And if it's bad in our eyes, it's still good for God, because his providence is never bad. It's always good, even though our circumstances we may not agree with. And so then from there, we see they have kids, and then their kids have kids who have kids, and they are the grandparents of King David. And King David, in his line, comes Jesus. So from this dying of Naomi's husband and her two sons, Ruth ends up being able to be married to Boaz, who then has King David in his lineage, who eventually will have Jesus in his lineage, because their husbands and sons died. And so it's like we see the picture too zoomed in close right now to even see what's happening. And you got to take several steps back and several hundreds of years of steps back to really see what God's even doing. And so this is a story of, people like to call it one of the greatest love stories that's ever happened. But really the greatest love story that ever happened was Jesus going to the cross as reconciliation to bring his people back to him.
To become our number one sponsor of the week.
And also to become our number one sponsor of the week. And so Ruth is not actually the greatest love story of all time. It is a love story, but it's actually the second greatest love story of all time. And it's ultimately pointing to the redemption from a good Savior that we need. And that Savior is Jesus Christ.
Shout out. Our number one sponsor of the week, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Number two, sponsors of the week, Jake Tresson and Reverend Banks. Jake's Body Shop is not going to be a sponsor of the week until he gets a couch back in your living room. Is that...
I would like another couch in the living room.
So
a couch.
Until the couch is back, Jake's Body Shop, you're not one of our sponsors.
Wow.
So currently, Jake Tresson, who's now a art teacher. Shout out.
He put it on Facebook, official.
Yep. And then Reverend Banks, who's still just preaching God's word. They are number two sponsors of the week, Jake's Body Shop. Once you get the couch back, you can join the list once again. And then also number three, as of like 2 minutes ago, is Caitlin Clark, because she is back. And currently in the game today against New York, she has 25 points. She's 6 for 9 from 3 and is only halftime.
Wow. And I love her.
She is going off, and she's just electric.
Yeah, she'd be doing things.
Yeah. Like I saw a quick little clip of her. She ran down, basically did like a running three. The New York team got the ball back. Yeah. They made a layup. She immediately grabbed the ball, threw it to one of her teammates, who threw it back to her, and then she ran down the court and shot an even deeper three. It's just like, whoa, there is, wow.
I can shoot like that.
But yeah, Caitlin Clark is a complete stud, and I want to be best friends. She's a woman. Yes, studette.
Exactly.
Yes, sorry. Exactly. I should have clarified. That's my mistake. And I think it's just that time. Reach out if you want to make clips for us. I still need to send some stuff to Joshua Schmitz, because he has an episode that you can listen to like 5, 6, 7 episodes ago. And I know he wants to make some clips from that. And I've been lazy. But if you also want to make clips for us in any capacity, let us know. Also, we still do have those extra shirts, like I mentioned, for the Until Next Week podcast. We have sizes from as low as medium all the way up to double XL. If you want one of those, it is $30 shipped. And if you want extras, we can work out a better deal as well. Also, Friday Pickleball. If you need 2 pickleball paddles from Friday Pickleball, use the code Samuel14434 and you get an extra $5 off your order. Also, Dane's ministry support. The link is in the bio if you want to help him along the way, teaching the kids about Jesus and Ruth and everything else. Click that link and then also send him a DM or the Add Until Next Week podcast a DM, so that way the church can track the funding properly. And then also keep telling your friends if you enjoy the podcast. Leave 5 stars on Spotify and Apple. Leave those voice memos in our Instagram DMs. Follow us, obviously, on Instagram and TikTok. And thank you again for listening to episode 129 of the Until Next Week podcast.
You guys should start spamming Samuel's phone. His phone number is 417